Hello, 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 friends. Nicholas here with DIVOted Talks, DIVOted Talks, depending on how you want to say it. My friends. This particular week, which will come out much later when it is released, is Thanksgiving. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and man, it's just up and down and all around, and schedules are here and there, and people are behind the eight ball. Some people are ahead of the eight ball, and it's just fun. But I am going to be taking some much needed rest this afternoon and tomorrow. I have full intentions of going and being with people for the holiday during the day, but I don't know that I have it in me to do even that. I might wake up and still feel like I need to stay in the bed alone or watching TV or something. It's going to be emotional, right? My mom's not here. My sister and her family are in Florida, and I'm still working. So I get a real holiday for my birthday and Christmas. But, I, in the last two classes, dude, I've been all over the place, man. My vata is way out of whack. If you don't know what vata is, just do a quick, simple search. Just be careful the sources you get, because some are wildly only talk about one aspect of it versus the beautiful aspects of it. So anyway, my vata has been out of whack, and so I'm here, I'm there, I'm all over the place, and it's been crazy. But it's good because it challenges my Ayurvedic knowledge and know-how and my ways that I can show up for myself within those contexts. But anyway, the things that I've been talking about in class that I have found very prescient and worth talking about today has been, we really pull Thanksgiving together and have sometimes traditions and things about, what are you most grateful for, and talking about that. But what, I think we have lost in cultures, especially modern day cultures, and especially in the West in a lot of cases, is, we make gratitude this ephemeral action, and it's gratitude is a noun that we do. So the verb is do rather than, the verb actually being gratitude. Like we have to say showing gratitude or do or give gratitude, when in reality, what if gratitude was the verb and it's something that you are rather than something that you've done or do or will do? And, for sake of it getting potentially very heady, I just want to leave it at that context. Like, what would your life look like if gratitude was exactly who you are, nothing more, nothing less, right? Like we have lost so much of our roots vis-a-vis modern day culture that we don't remember what it was like, where we lived in communion with the land and communion with the energies and communion with ancestors and spirit and the living as well as the dead. And what could life be like if these things were brought back or kept in the forefront of memory as we, go through life? I mean, I could see a really, really interesting world. I frequently think about the gay community, especially the gay male community. This also was impacted trans and the lesbian community as well. But during the AIDS crisis, we lost a lot of our elder gays, people who fought for our rights / who were, our forefathers in the fight for equality or, equal recognition. And that impacts the community deeply. And so there is somewhat of that coming back nowadays. But we did lose some industry knowledge, not just industry, but like cultural knowledge that existed in them prior to the epidemic, and it, again, thinking about a world where this had not been lost and traditions were passed down and things were gifted to the next generation, and in pursuit of either keeping it going or making it better. What could it have been like? What would it be like now if there wasn't such a great loss due to that? And it's almost incomprehensible, because it would be a completely different world and it would be a completely different life. And You know, we've lost gratitude as a state of being, much like joy is this, you know, elusive thing that we're chasing all the time. And who says you need it? You know, what if joy was who you are and who you are is joy? Like, what, why does it have to be separate? And why does it have to be this, you know, labeled subjective action being done, a noun being done? Ugh. What if it was just all of who you are and there was no way to separate where you begin and where it ends and vice versa? Well, what a world that would be. I don't know what that looks like. It's fun to think about. It's interesting to think about. It's also interesting to think about, what would my life be like if I sent gratitude out into my body all day, every day, or I sent gratitude about my life all day, every day, even if it looks different than what I want. You know, I struggle with that. Like, I had an idea. I'm an idealist. We've talked about that, right? Realism is living in the past. Idealism is living in the future. And actualism is living in the present moment. And I struggle with actualism because I'm an idealist. I'm always looking for what could be better based on what I want, desire, or need in any given moment. And so gratitude as the essence of who we are, like, what would that world look like? It's hard to imagine because it just isn't been in the forefront, and it hasn't been something that we focus on or talk about or can, you know, easily slip into because of either looking to the past or looking to the future and not looking into the now. Could I be grateful for all the things that are happening in my life, whether they look like I thought it should or not? It sounds great. I would, yeah, right. Good luck. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to facilitate that more than the other. You know, like, I don't even know where I would start with that, but it is interesting to ponder. So as you hear this, as you think of this, what would your life be like if you were gratitude and you said, I am gratitude, rather than I have gratitude or I am grateful? Then it would be something that you possess rather than something that you are reaching for or stating for. But in the meantime, friends, be well, be free.